With the tabernacle completed and God's glory dwelling in its midst, Israel was no longer merely a redeemed people, but a consecrated community. The cloud of the Lord and the fire by night signaled that their God was present and leading them. The question that lay ahead was not simply where they would journey, but how they were to walk with a holy God in their midst. The call to holiness. The book of Leviticus opens with the Lord speaking from the tabernacle, giving Moses instructions for sacrifices, offerings, and priestly duties. Israel had to learn that fellowship with God required holiness. Burnt offerings, grain offerings, fellowship offerings, sin offerings, and guilt offerings were appointed, not as empty rituals, but as signs of atonement, gratitude, and restored relationship. Blood on the altar declared that sin demanded life while pointing to mercy through substitution. Israel was also to be holy in daily life. Distinctions between clean and unclean, laws about food, purity, and conduct, all came to remind them that God was holy, and his people must reflect his holiness. Leviticus 11:45. Festivals such as Passover, weeks, and booths ordered Israel's calendar around God's saving acts, making life itself an act of worship. The order of the camp in Numbers, the people were arranged by their tribes around the tabernacle, with the Levites encamped nearest in service and protection of the sanctuary, Numbers 2-3. God himself was at the center, and Israel's identity was organized around his presence. Trumpets signaled when the camp was to move, and the cloud determined their journey. They were not wanderers without direction. The Lord guided every step. First steps into the wilderness. Yet almost immediately the recurring theme returned. The people's hearts wavered. Though redeemed and consecrated, they complained about food, meat, and hardship. Numbers 11. Some resisted Moses' leadership, such as Miriam and Aaron, Numbers 12, and later Korah and his followers, Numbers 16. Each conflict revealed the tension between God's holiness and Israel's weakness. Still, God's provision never failed. He gave manna, quail, and water from the rock. He confirmed Aaron's priesthood with the budding of his staff, Numbers 17. He even turned Balaam, the prophet hired to curse Israel, into a mouthpiece of blessing, Numbers 22-24. Despite Israel's failures, God remained faithful. Toward the promise, the wilderness years became a school of holiness, discipline, and dependence on God. Israel was being tested not only in survival but in trust. Would they follow the God who dwelt among them? Would they learn that his presence was their true inheritance, greater even than the land to come? As they journeyed, every sacrifice, every law, every arrangement of the camp reminded them. The Lord was holy, the Lord was present, and the Lord was leading them. The wilderness was not a place of abandonment,